wig lover, this is Heather from CysterWigs.com, and today I'm bringing you a review of the Kristi from Jon Renau. And this is in one of my favorite colors ever. This is Shaded Peach, which is also known as 30A27S4. So this is a medium auburn base with strawberry blonde or like caramel brown, whatever your interpretation, highlights, and then it also has a dark brown root. I adore this color. This is mainly going to be about Kristi and Kristen and Cameron, because I think it's important to know the differences between the three since they're so closely related. This Kristi that I currently have on is the 100% hand-tied version of the Kristen. Kristen is an all-time favorite of mine and of my customers. It is a fantastic open cap lace front wig.
So there you go. This is the very pretty, very professional Kristen by Jon Renau. It's a lace front in the color Shaded Peach.
Wig. It's a great beginner's wig too, because I mean it's just pretty much universally flattering. It's got this layering, which is great for people who like shaggier cuts. And then it also has this very nice traditional bob shape. It's very open in the front, really a great style. And it's very, very flattering on most face shapes. So I think it's pretty cool that they came out with not only this wig, but a little while ago they released this one. This is my personal stash of Cameron, which was also, when it was originally released, it was sort of talked about as sort of the hand-tied answer to the popularity of the Kristen, though it is a slightly different cut, which we'll get into in just a moment. I love Cameron. I love this wig. I love this wig very, very much. And in fact, I love it so much in this color that I own two. These are both mine. I own two of them in the exact same color. So that way, you know, if I wear one until the wheels fall off, I've got another one. I just don't ever want to be without it.
While I will sell Cameron, this particular one that I'm using for the demo is mine, and I'm keeping it forever, and it's mine.
So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Kristi now. Kristi is an exact carbon copy of the Kristen, and I think that's why the names are so similar too. And if you want to see what Kristen looks like, I'm actually wearing Kristen in Shaded Peach in my original trailer when I was in grad school.
My newest personal acquisition, this one is Kristen by Jon Renau, in the color Shaded Peach, which in this lighting still looks gorgeous.
It looks really good in that video, and it looks just like this. Kristi by Jon Renau has a really exquisitely done contoured lace front that's particularly important when you have a rooted shade like Shaded Peach here, where the knotting is dark. You want that to be as baby fine as you can possibly get, and they've done a good job here. She is 100% hand-tied, which means that all of these strands on top have been individually placed and knotted by a person. And same thing back here, except it's in grouped knots on this sort of stretchy mesh stuff. So we've got felt covered ear tabs here. We've also got an extended felt nape with Velcro adjusters. The elastic is covered with fine mesh material that is to help sort of protect the elastic from coming in contact with your sweat or with makeup, because both of those things can actually loosen elastic over time, which can sort of mess with the fit. So that's a really nice feature when you see it. Just be careful not to pull on the wig too much in the back, because if the Velcro comes undone, you can actually pull it through here. It's not impossible to get out, it's just kind of a pain to have to do it. There is a fair amount of stretch in this wig, though I will say it definitely fits better when you go the kiwi route. You know, you just shave your head down a little bit. It's nature's Velcro. It's great stuff. Let me show you what this monofilament looks like on the top. There we go. That's what the part looks like. That's pretty much down the center. You can see there's the contour. So, beautiful layering all over Kristi. I love the layering here in the front. That front is 7.75 inches. So here, I'll put it back on so I can show you. She goes on really easily. Just those ear tabs, make sure the lace is good. I mean, she goes right into place. This is a great cut. So 7.75 right here. The crown down is 11.25. The sides are 7.25. And the nape is 4.5. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a 360 so that way you can see what Kristi looks like on all sides. The layering, that 7.75 inch starting layer is a great length. This is a great length because it doesn't hit too high up, because that doesn't work for a lot of face shapes. Because the last thing you want, like if you have a heart shape or an inverted triangle face shape, you don't want a lot of extra poof right here without something to balance it out down here. So that layering hits in a really flattering spot for basically every face shape and will give a really nice frame. And the short length means, I wore a colored shirt on purpose, it means it's not going to rub up against your collar quite as much, or your coat quite as much, or get trapped in a seat belt quite as much. And so because you're not gonna run into all those problems, this is a beautiful length if you want a wig that's gonna last a while. It's good stuff. I love Kristi, I love this wig. I love Kristen, so if you like the way this looks, but you're on a tighter budget, I definitely recommend checking out Kristen. She's a wonderful wig. And if you want something that's a little bit longer in the front and a little bit more traditional, the Cameron is a wonderful choice. Like I said, I own 2 of these in my personal collection, exact same color and everything. I just love them so much, I don't want to be without it. I thought I'd put on one of my Camerons for you. Well, now that I've got my Cameron on, it might be hard for you to detect right off the top of your head what the difference between the 2 of them are. They're very similar. And like I said, this one, the Cameron, when she was first released, was sort of marketed as a response to the popularity of the Kristen. So if Kristi is the exact anti-doppelganger for the Kristen, they're both going to be a little similar, if that makes sense. The biggest difference between Cameron and Kristi by Jon Renau is that Cameron's shortest layer in the front is 10 inches, which means it's longer than the one on Kristi. So Kristi isn't completely flat on top. She's got, plenty of hair up here that gives her a little bit of volume, but it's not as dramatic as on Cameron. That plus the longer front layers are really the only differences between the 2. So, if you're torn between the 2, you can't really go wrong. They're both really great cuts, really flattering bobs. I happen to think that Kristen looks a little bit more contemporary. Because she just has this really nice layering and the profile's really nice. They're both great pieces though. You can't really go wrong. This has been my review, as chaotic as it may have been, of the Kristi by Jon Renau in the color Shaded Peach, which is fantastic. It is a beautiful color, 30A27S4. That and the Strawberry Syrup are 2 of my favorite auburns, so they're definitely worth checking out. I'm Heather, I'm from CysterWigs.com, that's CysterWigs.com. Please be sure to check us out if you want to know more about this or where you can buy one, hint, hint. And, feel free to chat us up in the comment section or hang out with us on Instagram or Pinterest. All right, anyhow, have a great night, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to bringing you more reviews later. Bye-bye.